Hello, we are group T3 and we are going to present a network analysis regarding the reconstruction of Delft railway zone. Our presentation consists of project background, the 5 network characteristics, reflection of the Delft case, and conclusion. Network background. We identified not one, but multiple networks. Although there were some disagreements, the different networks worked in one common direction regarding finding a solution to noise pollution, increased railway traffic, and division of the city into two. We identified the ties in the main network as medium strength. First, there is an institutional cohesion about the rules of communication between the actors. Written in formal ways are carrying out most of the communication, and common language is used frequently. Moreover, there are constant attempts to prevent conflicts. Delft municipality suggests alternatives with formal ways and informal about most of its steps and to the other actors. The ties inside the network change from strong to weak in certain moments, and not all the actors communicate with each other. There is a point when Delft municipality had little contact with NS and tried to find new solutions and budgets by itself. We can notice trust issue between the municipality and representatives of the Ministry of Public Works and Water Management when the latter did not want to commit to more funds despite discussion that preceded it. Second network, Delft municipality, private companies, Delft citizens, including the homeowners organization, and the Minister of Housing, Planning and the Environment can be defined as a strong tie network. Mainly, there are many shared interests between the actors, a high level of trust, and they work together toward solutions. The ties between the actors in the network were strong, and the municipality plays the role of the connector between them all. It is important to say that the most actors in the network do not communicate with each other and report directly to the municipality. The municipality, on the other hand, uses the private actors to promote its interests, the main network. Eventually, the private companies and citizens are benefiting thanks to the common interest. The third network is the municipality and the regional actors, such as the city district of Achlanden, province of South Holland, and VROM, VROM, Ministry of Housing, Planning and Environment. We can define it as a strong one because all its actors acted efficiently and with a common language and high frequency. It may result from a high level of trust between the actors and shared institutional patterns that make the communication and rules clear to everyone. Network characteristics. When we are analyzing the first characteristic, it was found that some actors had constant interaction throughout the project, such as between the railway company NS and the municipality of Delft. Somewhat were short-lived, such as when the municipality asked different architectural firms to come up with a feasibility study and design for the station. And some were inconsistent, meaning they go in and out of the project. For instance, when the ministries and the national government because there were disagreements regarding financial contributions. But some actors initially interacted intensely but became distant at the end of the project, such in the case of the municipality and development company Baras Nadam. The formation of the different interaction patterns can be explained at the different levels of trust between actors, which should be further explained by the next slides. When we look at rules, these mechanisms are deterministic of the interactions and trust between the actors. The rules are not necessarily maintained linearly. First, the rules determine the actors of the project for license and official approval matters. This needed to be assisted by the experts' research and support such as an engineer Fritz Plambum in 1995. Secondly, the rules were adopted by the network shifts from the formal to informal means of communication between the actors of the three types of the network. Some actors may display different levels of formality depending on the relationship with each other. Lastly, rules allowed institutional agreements to develop into formal policy processes and were key to collaboration between stakeholders. For such a project, expert support and independent research were required and obtained, which encouraged the project's development. Research convictions strengthened many actors' trust, including the Delft population in the project. The next characteristic is joint institutional arrangements. In this case, we identified two joint institutional arrangements. First, a company called Development Company was set up as a municipal government branch to undertake the practical implementation of the tunnel project and the surrounding area, the Spoor Zone. Second, Combinati Kromendijk, FEOF, as a consortium of 3 major firms, was established to construct the tunnel. This diagram intends to simplify the different outlooks between the actors. Outlooks such as community welfare, economic revenue, fixing already existing railway tracks, increasing passenger capacity, developing railway infrastructure, and economic revenue have finally led to implementing the tunnel in Delft. Worth mentioning that Delft municipality was an active player with different outlooks, trying to mitigate, reach an agreement, invest, and even compromise. When we talk about trust, we have to consider the levels between the different actors and the different phases in the development has taken place. You will see the analysis of the level of trust between citizens and the municipality. In the beginning, citizens were not happy with the proposal that kept the overpass track and duplicated it. As the proposal was going towards a tunnel proposal, the community was more accepting. The municipality has many tables, workshops, and information panels to engage public participation, which increased trust level. During the planning process, many of them declared that to trust the experts who claim that the urban spatial transformation is inevitable, and they rely on the quality of the plans as presented by the municipality. When it comes to the level of trust between citizens and the national government, we do not see the national government playing a significant role at the beginning of the process. However, since the municipality tried to lobby funds from the government, the whole process faded. Local residents formed a committee in favor of the project and placed a motion to the parliament. This means that the levels of trust were significantly low. As the project began to get support, the level of trust increased. In the beginning, the political dynamics were not favorable, and the development was not seen as a priority by the national government. The inclusion of the high-speed train on the debate did not help the convincing approach. The complexity got higher when the state was involved. It was only in 2002 the major key actors signed the agreement to push the project forward. They are all committed to the idea of having an integrated urban development scheme, so level of trust between those stakeholders took a long time to build up. There was a higher level of trust as the municipality used the private actors to promote its interests in the main network. There were some conflicts between the OCSD and the municipality around the budget allocation, and after a severe year of heated debate, the contract was finalized. A new agreement was put into place where the rights in the area were defined. The master plan had been adapted and the new design competition was put into place. The levels of trust since then increased over time. Reflection. If we do an overview, we see that the primary goal to build an underground railway was achieved, which indicates the strength and the network. Despite disagreements, all of the actors kept an open mind about finding new alternatives to the original plan. On the other hand, the municipality did an excellent job managing the network, was an active actor, and had multiple approaches. We see the communication between the municipality and the government, late engagement of Delft citizens, and the need for better written communication between external actors could have been improved. In conclusion, network matters when responsibility has to be equally shared between the different parties. The network ties enable the municipality by lobbying and cooperating with local actors and getting help from the Balas Nadan to bring the government attention back and as an exemplary project within the STEER program. In collaboration with Spoortunnel Delft Nu, the self-organization of Delft residents, the municipality managed to bring the second chamber to allocate budget to realize the tunnel, also known as Moti Maastricht. Thank you for your attention.